What do you desire most in life? Did you know you could manifest it quickly? Welcome to the fascinating world of rapid manifestation, a potent formula that has the power to bring your deepest desires to life in an astonishingly short amount of time. Rapid manifestation is anchored in the law of attraction, a principle asserting that our thoughts in the present moment are the architects of our reality. Imagine this. You are a creator, ceaselessly manifesting, although, more often than not, these manifestations occur by default, without our conscious intent. Each thought that we conceive carries an energetic vibrational frequency. Like a radio transmitter, our thoughts emit signals, attracting vibrations that are in harmony with their frequency. This is where the law of like attracts like comes into play, a law that is as universal and impartial as gravity itself. You see, quantum physics has long established that all matter is fundamentally vibration. From the smallest subatomic particle to the vast galaxies in our universe, everything operates on unique vibratory patterns. The law of attraction, therefore, is an irresistible force, functioning flawlessly every single time. Once we comprehend this principle, it becomes clear why we sometimes find ourselves devoid of the things we yearn for. When we dwell on what we don't want, we set a particular vibratory pattern into motion, inadvertently attracting more of the same. The struggle against the unwanted merely serves to reinforce their presence in our lives. This is where rapid manifestation steps in. It guides you onto the path of least resistance, enabling you to shift your focus to what you genuinely desire. Remember, the law of attraction doesn't discriminate between positive and negative thoughts. It merely reflects back what we consistently focus upon. Hence, focusing on what you want rather than what you don't want is of paramount importance. Rapid manifestation guides you to the path of least resistance, enabling you to focus on what you want. This journey is about relaxing, allowing, and consciously directing your thoughts towards your desired outcomes. And as you do so, you'll witness the magic of rapid manifestation unfold in your life. The law of attraction is a universal and impartial law, like attracts like. It's a principle that operates flawlessly without exception, much like gravity. It doesn't pick favorites, it doesn't judge, it simply responds to your vibrational output. Now let's dive a bit deeper. The law of attraction is based on the concept that everything in the universe, including our thoughts, is made up of energy. This energy vibrates at different frequencies, and like frequencies attract each other. Quantum physics has shown us that at the most fundamental level, matter is vibration. So, your thoughts, which are also vibrations, can influence the world around you. Think of it this way. Every thought you have is like a signal you're broadcasting out into the universe. The universe, in turn, responds to this signal by giving you more of the same. This is why when you focus on what you don't want, you may find that you're attracting more of it into your life. It's not that the universe is punishing you, it's simply responding to the frequency you're emitting. Imagine your thoughts are like seeds. When you plant a seed, you don't get a plant instantly. It takes time for it to grow and bloom. Similarly, your thoughts need time to attract and manifest what you desire. The more you concentrate on what you don't want, the more you water those seeds, and the more those unwanted things grow in your life. Here's the twist, though. The law of attraction doesn't distinguish between positive and negative thoughts. It simply responds to whatever vibrational frequency you're emitting. This means if you're constantly worrying about debt, for example, you're emitting a frequency of lack and scarcity. And the universe, responding to that frequency, gives you more experiences of lack and scarcity. To use the law of attraction to your advantage, focus on what you want, not what you don't want. Shift your attention from what's going wrong to what can go right. Tune your frequency to abundance, joy, and success. Remember, the law of attraction is always working. It's up to you to use it consciously and deliberately to create a life you love. Did you know that defending against something you fear or worry about can actually attract it? It's a paradox, but it's true. The law of attraction doesn't discriminate between what we want and what we don't want. It simply responds to the energetic frequency of our thoughts. So if you're constantly fretting about debt, guess what? You're sending out a strong signal of debt into the universe. And since like attracts like, the universe responds with more debt. Similarly, if you're perpetually worried about loneliness, you'll find yourself in situations that reinforce your solitude. This principle works in the same way for positive thoughts too. If you're constantly thinking about success, you're likely to attract more opportunities for success. It's all about the energy and the frequency of your thoughts. Now you might be wondering, how can I stop worrying about the things I don't want? The answer is, don't struggle against these unwanted things. It's like trying to fight quicksand. The more you struggle, the deeper you sink. Instead, relax and allow what you desire without resistance. Let's take a moment to understand this. Imagine you're in a boat, rowing against the current. It's hard, it's exhausting, and it's slow. But what if you turn your boat around and start rowing with the current? Suddenly, it's easy, it's relaxing, and you're moving much faster. That's the power of going with the flow, of following the path of least resistance. When you stop focusing on your fears and start focusing on your desires, you change your vibratory pattern. You start to attract what you want, rather than what you don't want. And the more you practice this shift in focus, the better you get at it. So the next time you catch yourself worrying about something, take a deep breath and gently redirect your thoughts to what you desire. It's not about denying your fears, but about choosing to focus on your desires. Remember, the law of attraction doesn't differentiate between positive and negative thoughts. It's an impartial, universal law. And once you understand this, you hold the key to rapid manifestation. The creative process is like planting a seed and allowing it to grow naturally. It's not an instant occurrence, but a gradual unfolding that happens over time. A seed doesn't become a tree overnight, and likewise, our thoughts and desires don't manifest instantly. They need time to germinate, to take root in the fertile soil of our minds, and to sprout into the physical reality. This process is influenced by our willingness to release our desires into the universe. Imagine holding a handful of seeds. If you clutch them tightly, they can't find their way to the soil to grow. But when you open your hand and release them, they can take root and flourish. Similarly, when we hold onto our desires too tightly, we restrict the flow of creative energy. But when we trust the universe and release our desires into it, we set the stage for manifestation. The universe is an abundant place, filled with limitless potential. Like a garden, it's ready and waiting to support the growth of our desires. But it requires our cooperation. We have to accept and embrace the path of least resistance, which means not struggling against the natural flow of things. It means trusting in the process, even if we can't see immediate results. Think of it this way: when you plant a seed, you don't dig it up every day to see if it's growing. You trust in the process. You water it, give it sunlight, and leave it to do its thing. The same applies to the manifestation process. You plant your desire in your mind, nourish it with positive thoughts and emotions, and then trust in the natural process of creation. The creative process is an adventure in trust and patience. It's about understanding that we're not just passive observers in our lives, but active participants, shaping our reality with our thoughts and desires. And the universe, in all its abundance, is our willing partner in this creative dance. In the end, remember, there's no shortage. Opportunities are abundant. The universe is ready and waiting to help us manifest our desires. All we need to do is trust in the process, release our desires, and let the creative magic happen. Balancing your thoughts, believing in what you want, and living in the present moment are essential. This mantra is the cornerstone of the rapid manifestation technique. Think of your thoughts as a scale. On one side, you have the things you desire, the outcomes you crave. On the other, you have your fears, worries, and doubts. The key is to tip the scale in favor of your desires. This is what we mean by balancing your thoughts. It's not just about being a Pollyanna, glossing over problems with a veneer of positivity. It's about genuinely believing in the reality you desire, with every fiber of your being. You see, the universe is a grand echo chamber. The belief you put out is the reality it reflects back. Living in the present moment is another crucial component. It's easy to get lost in the past, dwelling on mistakes, or to get anxious about the future. But remember, the past is history, the future is a mystery, and the present moment is a gift. That's why we call it the present. Living in the now is where your power lies. It's the only moment you can influence. It's the only moment where you can plant the seeds of your desired outcomes. And it's the only moment where you can enjoy the fruits of your rapid manifestation. Now let's talk about struggle. Struggle is like swimming against the current. It's exhausting and often counterproductive. Instead, we should learn to go with the flow, to navigate the river of life with grace and ease. Trust the universe. It's like a GPS that knows the quickest, most efficient route to your destination. Your job is to input the destination and then let the universe take care of the details. Remember, the universe is abundant. It wants to give you what you desire, but you have to be clear about what you want, believe in it wholeheartedly, and let go of the struggle. This is the essence of rapid manifestation. Rapid manifestation is a powerful technique to attract your desires in the shortest time possible. Embrace it, practice it, and watch your desires manifest into your reality.